As someone who has owned it since 2017, I am aware of how aggravating it is for many of you to watch how poorly it has performed in comparison to the other coins on the market. But this disappointment can turn out to be the positive thing that we have been looking forward to. We have observed a trend that is strikingly comparable to the pattern that we observed before to the significant increase that occurred in 2017. This gives rise to the possibility that XRP will experience the same thing once more. The development of skepticism is a natural and expected process. The most prevalent answer that we received was one of skepticism because they have been set back by setbacks in the past. They have doubts about the possibility of a significant shift. On the other hand, it is essential to keep in mind that history has been accomplished in this manner previously, most notably in 2017, following an extensive period of planning that lasted for approximately 1,300 days. The Money Side family, how are you? In order to learn about the latest XRP news, you have arrived at your preferred location. Before we get into the wonderful news that can be found today, I have a quick request to ask of you. Please show us some love and give that like button a lot of clicks if you enjoy the content that we offer. Simply subscribe to our channel and press the bell to receive updates if you are interested in becoming a member of our wonderful community. Now for some encouraging news to share. We are getting set to give away a significant amount of XRP as we come closer to reaching 60,000 subscribers. Joining is a very straightforward process. There are just 3 steps involved. Find out more information as soon as possible. You won't want to lose out on it. If you want to be entered into the drawing for the prize, make sure that you include the word money side in your thoughts and comments. It's possible that a lot of people are unaware of this. On the other side, in contrast, XRP was one of the first cryptocurrencies ever created in 2013. It was released at a time before Bitcoin. A significant amount of expansion took place between the years 2013 and 2017 when it finally broke through. There is a strong correlation between this pattern from the past and the current state of affairs, which is characterized by minimal volatility. This indicates that the events of the past could occur once more. Although there is a possibility that the magnitude of the advance could shift in some way, it is still reasonable to anticipate a significant price target such as $1.16 for XRP. Individuals who are dubious due to the fact that they do not immediately see results fail to understand the significance of market cycles and technical patterns. If you are sick of hearing speculative reports that lack substantial verification, I completely understand your frustration. However, our focus is currently on the technological planning that has been carried out since 2017, which indicates that a significant shift is on the horizon. Despite the fact that XRP is not the only asset in my portfolio, I continue to have exposure to it because I am confident that we are about to witness a circumstance that is similar to one that occurred in the past. This discourse is being held with the intention of shedding light on the ways in which things are changing, with a particular emphasis on the prospect of significant changes based on detailed observations rather than merely guesswork. Because of the manner that its charts are organized, we have a positive outlook on XRP. However, we would also want to bring attention to the analytical analysis that was provided by our renowned colleague, Mr. Francis Hunt, who is also known as the Market Sniper and the Crypto Sniper. On the basis of his comprehensive research of the structure of XRP and the implications of that structure, our price objective projection is set at $1.16. This analysis indicates that there is a significant trend for the price of XRP to increase. On the other hand, it is essential to acknowledge that our optimistic attitude is supported by fundamental causes, even though these things are not the primary focus of our attention. XRP's prospects in the dynamic global money transfer and currency markets are so promising that it is impossible to say enough positive things about them. We are on the cusp of entering a new age in the world of finance, which will be marked by a transition toward a currency FX monetary system. Within this system, XRP is ideally prepared to play a significant role. Before we move on to the technical analysis, let's have a look at the reasons why XRP was created so soon after Bitcoin and what that means for the current state of the financial ecosystem. The purpose of XRP is to facilitate the usage of a global record in order to simplify the process of doing more than just sending money. Moreover, it makes the process of trading assets simpler. It is becoming increasingly apparent that the XRP token is important as we approach closer to a society in which the digitization and tokenization of assets are mainstream techniques. In the foreign currency FX market, particularly for large transactions, there are those who wonder whether or not XRP may be considered necessary. When you want to convert a significant number of yen into dollars, for example, you often need an equal amount of both currencies, which means that you have to keep a lot of cash on hand. Because XRP functions as a bridge token, it is no longer necessary to do this because it enables you to transfer money between other currencies virtually quickly without the need to lock up liquidity funds. The incorporation of this capability represents a significant advancement in terms of simplifying and expediting the process of conducting international currency exchange transactions. The foreign exchange FX market is susceptible to being fundamentally transformed by XRP, which has the potential to usher in a new era of increased efficiency and liquidity. When you consider how large the foreign exchange market is, there is no question that the XRP coin is required. This is especially true. In the year 2020, the foreign exchange market had a staggering value of $2.40 quadrillion, making it the most liquid market in the world and one of the largest markets available, possibly even larger than futures. Every day, the foreign exchange market was the site of trades worth a total of $7.5 trillion, 0 cents as of the year 2022. When you consider the fact that XRP and Ripple could be of assistance with a significant number of international money transactions, you come to realize that there is a great deal of opportunity for expansion and usage. The implications on value increase are significant due to the fact that there are only 100 billion XRP tokens available, and only 54 billion are now in circulation. There would be a total market value of $864 billion, 0 cents for XRP if we were to achieve our price goal of $1.16. The market capitalization of Bitcoin has already surpassed the trillion-dollar level, demonstrating that such numbers are not out of the question for cryptocurrencies. This figure is not too far-fetched because of this fact, in a way that is both straightforward and revolutionary. XRP has the potential to revolutionize the way that international payments and transfers are processed. Dollars could be converted into XRP and then into euros or any other coin without any complications, and almost immediately in a transaction that employs XRP. This would be possible without any hassles. It is possible that the value of XRP would skyrocket if a significant number of transactions were to be conducted through it in order for this process to be successful. There is a possibility that the market value of XRP will hit new heights as a result of the ongoing buying and selling that occurs during this process. This would imply that the price aim of $1.16 is not only feasible, but it may even be too low, taking into consideration the enormous sums of money that are traded on a daily basis.